where you got Verlander back with the Astros. Cortez is back too. You got to think about that. But Yankees here, going to be an underdog, of course. And so we'll see with JV. It feels weird. He left New York Mets to go, and now he's back in New York.
Kind of, right. Well, I mean, I kind of feel like Verlander was kind of turning things around, before the trade. And I feel like now there's a lot more run support suddenly. I think the Astros go ahead and get this one here today. I like the price. 130, 140. I think that's pretty fair. Cortez, like you said, hasn't made a start in a while. You got Rizzo, I think's hitting the IL. Herman's around, going through some issues. I think that all kind of hurts the team's overall, mental attitude towards this, especially when they've been slumping here a little bit. I know they got him a couple days ago, but I'm going to go ahead and go with the Astros here today.
All right, go ahead and lay it with Houston here today on the road, Mindy, with Verlander. We'll see. Cortez, last start was back on May 30th. So, again, these pitchers are coming back. They might have a shorter leash on them, but I don't think they're rushing them back necessarily. This is, let's see what the chat says. Billy is on the Astros run line here, and Fernando's on the over. And here's Ron says, let's go. Jimmy here, Astros run line. Thomas, Astros run line. These guys are willing to lay a little bit here to get a little return.
Lots of confidence.
Hot Boy's here today.
Who?
Where you been, Hot Boy?
Right.
And good night, Munchie. I want to say Munchie stopped by here before, but Munchie's contributing here. Martin Solano. Also.
Sure, right?
Yeah, it does feel like Astros here are the, but a road favorite. Yeah, Yankees have favorites. It was weird, right? Because didn't Rizzo play several games after that? And it didn't look like he hit his head. Was it with Tatis or somebody? It was that long ago? It was and he hit his head, but only now has been diagnosed with a concussion.
I don't know what the deal is with that.
I also want to thank someone in the chat for setting me straight on Ohtani and all of his injuries. I mean, I was just having trouble grasping exactly what they were. So thanks for setting me straight on that. But that's the issue with the Angels. When we get there, we'll talk about that. But all right, Mindy, I'll take the under in this one with the Astros and the Yankees. I think Cortez can look. He's here for a reason. This is still a huge series. Astros, though, are back to playing hot, obviously, now with 13 wins in their last 6 games. And the Yankees, though, still quality at home. I'll just go with the under here. Virgil, I don't know. I think the Yankees are in scramble mode. I'm not expecting a turning point, for the Yankees at all. I think they're in just try the best they can. They're not any better than any of these other teams. And I think that's proven. But, if anything, it was when Judge returned, and we have seen some spark, obviously, to that offense. So, okay. Mindy here on the Astros. I'm on the under. Looks like most of you on the Astros. I'm sorry, I'm not going to lay this on the road just yet. But, they got Verlander. The Astros are ready. Andrew, hello. I don't know what's going on with Melbourne, but is that where you're from? Joining us here on the other network. Good to have you. Jacoby here also. Okay, we're underway.
Good morning.
Okay, Rays and Tigers here. Rays pounded yesterday, Mindy. We had them on the show. You called it with the under. I actually tweeted it out, or I'm sorry, I X'd it out. No, I don't know when is it Twitter? Is it X? I don't know. I gave it out as a free play.
I feel like it's like X-rated now. Like like you said, it's kind of weird. But I'm always looking for blue icons, and the black just really messes me up trying to look on my top of my screen for my Twitter account.
We've all had that boss that flies by the seat of his pants with too much money and doesn't know what to do with it all and
Let's
gets you
come up
doing
with some.
stupid projects. Okay. Hopefully we won't get a band hammer here. How about this one, Mindy, though, with Savali? They've acquired him here. Big move for the Rays to acquire a really good pitcher here. Yesterday, the Rays hammered the Tigers in a complete mismatch just when the Tigers were showing a little bit of life. They do have Skubal, who, pretty good, but not showing anything yet. He's not getting any run support.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do with this one, Ramon. I mean, all the numbers here, these two pitchers match up pretty evenly, especially if I take a look at their splits. But it's going to be interesting with Savali now for the Rays. He does have that 1.66 ERA, 2.34 overall, but does give up the walk, right? 2.8 walks per 9 innings there, and allows a 403 slugging percentage historically versus this Tigers team, because he's pretty familiar with the Tigers, right? And Skubal, his ERA is right now 0 at home. So again, it's like he's obviously only had a couple games at home. He only has 13 innings pitched here, so far. But he only allows a 200 batting average to this Rays team. I think I'm going to go ahead and go here with the Tigers. I'm going to take him on the run line here. That's sitting at about minus 130.
All right, I thought you were going to lead me in maybe to Tampa because you talk about Savali and his success against Detroit. Well, 7-0 with an ERA just over 2 in 10 career starts. He absolutely owns Detroit, of course, with first start with Tampa Bay. So I'm not going to throw those numbers out the window though because of that. Definitely like those. Tampa Bay. I thought showed their class. They need wins whenever they can get them still, despite their strong standing at this point. So here in this one, I'll be taking the over with the Rays. I think they'll have a pretty successful day again offensively. I like Skubal too. I know that the numbers would say, right now on the surface, not good, but I like to look at the metrics. It does look like Skubal will get back to form. Maybe not even this season because the season's a waste for Detroit. He's just going to be working through his problems and just try to get his career back going and strengthen himself for future seasons as this thing goes along. So, Mindy on the Tigers run line here. I'll make that clear. Right, Mindy? You said take the run and a half.
That is correct.
Take the over. Let's see what the chat. No, they've got plenty of comments. Just because
the chat is there's not so many of them on the Tigers, which I figured.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't know if we're even really thank you guys a lot for your support today. 150 live views already. I knew it was coming just because it's Saturday, one of our biggest days, but also coming off a strong day. It just felt like you guys would really be here to support us today. But we're here to get your plays, and thank you. But it does look like Ray's pretty dominant there, but Justin likes the Tigers. And Jacoby really likes it. I'm liking it over. I may have maybe considered a premium if we didn't, but I think more so. I think all right, you guys, thanks for these plays. I'm not even reading them off because there's so many of them and your contributions are so important to me.
Got a couple. Tomp says the Tigers. Hot Boy thinking Tigers. A couple Tigers. Ron said, no way. I'm in Detroit. Don't bet the Tigers.
Yeah, it just feels like Savali, good numbers against the Rays. It feels like, though, yesterday, look, we had them, and Rays need these wins. This is somebody they can beat, but again, road favorite, so careful. All right, this one, I'm going to change this total right away because this one's getting kind of hammered here. I'm showing 10 over 15. It'll be the Braves. They're actually going up here to about $1.55 or so on the road against the Cubs, and it may have been kind of the same thing yesterday, Mindy, as the Rays, right? Cubs, great run right now. They're really on a roll. This was like, we got the Braves at home, big series. Let's show who we are. Max Fried coming back. People are like, oh, well, let's see. For Max Fried was real good. And Kyle Hendricks, like he does sometimes, Hendricks can be going really, really good. And then boom, just like that, 7 runs.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you can't give these guys a break, right? I mean, you have to be on your game with the Braves. I mean, they have Assad, it looks like, right on the mound here. Not too much. He has 36 innings pitched, 3.24 ERA. Again, those walk numbers are really, really high. 4.5 walks per 9 innings. Gives up 1 home run per 9 innings. Again, I think this might be disaster for the Cubs. Unfortunately, for all the Cubs fans out there, again, I'll be taking the Braves here. I feel like, geez, if it's sitting at minus 155, I'll just take them on the money line.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a price, but I feel it's okay. I feel it's okay. I just feel like the Braves and the Cubs, it ends up being kind of like the Cubs, just as I described it, right? They're coming in saying, hey, look, let's show how we are. We're on this great groove right now, having, whatever it was. Now they've won 11 of 14. Still a great run, but Atlanta's won 6 of 7. They're the team to beat right now. And look, the Astros are making their move. Maybe some of these other teams can do something. They're all looking up at Atlanta. And here's Elder, who was, coming off 2 really strong games. With Assad, this will be a bullpen game here for the Cubs. And it just feels like, good job, Cubs. You're back. Hey, you're not done. You're not toast.
Oh, no. I mean, you're just running
nice
up against
these, but
Braves.
yeah. The steam reportedly came in on the Braves here. So didn't I went up that much, but I think you're going to look at some, could be even $1.60. We'll take this money line. I'll take a money line. I'm the chocolatier.
Braves money line. Number 1 consensus play.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Jay, though, going to take the dog here. And I don't know. I think Elder is pretty good too. That's what's scary about the Braves. They are getting healthy also. Takia's on the Braves. Hello to Mike from Milwaukee.
Hey, Mike.
I don't know if we have any much. Appreciate that, actually. I was thinking if anybody else has come to us from Milwaukee specifically.
I don't think so. I mean, we saw someone's going to go to the Dells for vacation yesterday, and we know that Fernando likes the Brewers. That's about all. I think that's all we got.
Okay. Thanks, you guys, for all this. Don't even know how to add it up or even to know what to go with here. Yeah, Scotch, thank you for that. Should mention, I guess if I could say anything about it, wind blowing in, and this total
yesterday, right?
Yeah, it did yesterday as well. It went under also, mind you. I mean, you had it, Mindy. You had it, and I gave it out on the show. We hit this one on the show. You gave out the Braves. I gave out the under. You went with under as a premium. So we're on with these guys. But so here it is. I mean, the thing opened as low. I think there was like an 11 under 20 opener at one place, and mostly 10.5. Then that steam came in just a little while ago on the under. So it's getting pushed down. Why was it so? When I looked at the total originally, for my first look at 10.5, I didn't see that 11. I just saw it on the line service. But I was like, oh, did the wind turn around? Is it blowing out? Because Bryce Elder. No, it's blowing in again. And maybe the Sharps saw a little bit of that too. B-Rob, hello. Man, great to have everybody in here. Wow. Just so excited with you guys today. But so I was like, wow, it must be blowing out. No, it was blowing in.
Kevin Graham, he said he's a Brewers fan since Ben Sheets. All right, cool.
And Sheets could fire that ball. All right, we're on our first play here. We're on the Braves again. 8-0 yesterday, I think it was. And
Yep.
yeah, you nailed it. We nailed it. Here's the Marlins and the Rangers. So this is, I believe, George Soriano for the Marlins.
Or Jorge? Yeah, I don't know.
Thank you. Probably it may be
I don't
George
know.
with that pronunciation, but thank you for that for saying it that way because it could. I actually haven't. He's pitched in like 11 games, so I actually have not heard his name pronounced. Most of the time, I'm watching without any sound whatsoever. So I think that's why sometimes on these new players we can get a pronunciation wrong a little bit or injuries wrong too. Like I did with Shohei, but you guys will set me straight, or I'll even research it. But he's got a decent ERA of 2, 11 appearances, but just 27 innings. So you've got to imagine that he's just an opener here for Miami. Mindy going up against John Gray with good numbers and good series here. I had the Rangers as a premium yesterday, Mindy.
Yes, I liked the Marlins yesterday on the run line. I'm gonna go back to them again today. They were in that until the 7th inning, right? And that's not what I expected because the Marlins, they're the team with this better bullpen. So I don't necessarily mind a bullpen game, even though I know that Gray has done a really good job here on the mound. He's had success, right? He has a 4-1 record versus Miami, so I get all of that. The Rangers have won 3 out of the last 4 versus Miami, so I know the numbers are against me, but I still kind of feel like Texas has been having a little bit of trouble producing runs here lately. It's not like they're the big juggernaut that they've shown versus like specifically this Miami team. Now we know this last series or so they've played, they were scoring like 11 runs, but I kind of think this is the time for the Marlins again to get back in this. I like what they've done here. They have 10 more saves than the Rangers. They don't allow the walks like the Rangers do. So I am going to go ahead and take the Marlins here again on the run line.
Okay, Mindy, take the Marlins here, plus a run and a half against Texas. I also gave out the under in the game yesterday in this one, and I will look to play the total here again today. Just updated the line there on the screen as it switched from 9 under minus 115 to 9 over minus 115. That's where I'm headed. I'm headed to the over with Miami and the Rangers in this one. These guys have been going under quite a bit, but interesting to see what happens here with Miami in a bullpen game right now with the Rangers, such a heavy favorite. I would think that their run expectancy might be pretty high here for me today, so I'm not going to join you with Miami, and I'll take the over in this one with the Marlins and the Rangers. I like a lot of this Ranger momentum, I'm afraid. Let's see what the chat says. Man, awesome. Mindy, record-setting day for viewers. Thank you, everybody.
Right.
I know. And Latifa, hello. So awesome, you guys. We'll get to the Royals.
Yeah, she's mad about that one.
Well, we'll talk Royals, but no reason. Yeah, I mean, actually, if you're a Phillies fan, it is upsetting. Here, let's just catch up with some of the plays today, you guys. Thanks so much. Hopefully, I get to your place. Hello, Queen. My Queen. Can I say that?
Sure, why not? If she allows it. I'll allow it.
She was such a all of you day oneers. I'll say day one. I mean, nobody's who was here on day one, Mindy, out of this group, but I think but
Crush and Scotch and Ron, they were all here from the very, very beginning.
Yeah.
Latifa, yes.
Everybody's saying hi, and I'm trying to hit just the picks, but like you guys are so awesome today, the picks are like flying by that once I'm hitting a pick, sometimes it turns into comment that's just totally out of context. So I almost can't even begin to go over what you guys are playing here with it. And I hope it doesn't, not to jinx us from our success yesterday, or this, I should say, this past couple of weeks, really.
Now I got to write down my horses. Oh my goodness, Saratoga. 4 horse.
Yeah,
I
love Saratoga. I love Del Mar. This is a great time of year.
Oh.
Thanks, you guys. All right, Mindy, on Marlins run line, I'll take the over in this one. I can't sell you on any trends here in this one, Mindy, because most of it there's kind of long term here.
It looks like a lot of totals, but I see most of it on the Rangers.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean,
well, I just mean in general about these two teams. They've been going under quite a bit of late. I'm just going here against the Miami pitching situation a little bit. I'll take the over, but
it looks like I see about 4 overs, 2 unders. That's kind of where we are looking at our polling, non-scientific.
Okay, that's what I need is, if you can kind of gather up, the mental poll, if you will. That's how we'll run it. But I just, you maybe can grasp it a little better because I'm just flashing them up there, and maybe you're seeing the stream a little better as I go over my portion of the handicap. So thank you for that. And the trends don't do it from me. So, all right, your trends are, Mindy, a lot like bikinis. They reveal a lot, but not everything.
Good.
Thank you. All right. Let's find some plus money dogs for Thomas.
All right. We'll see what we can do.
We can't all rely on $3 stocks. Joe Adon here for the Nationals against awesome Abbott in this one, Mindy. And, of course, the Reds are going to be a big favorite because Abbott's, he's for real. 10.5 under 20 here.
Yeah, I mean, I've been probably an Abbott super fan here. He's been, the ace since Hunter Green has gone down. He's been super dominant here at home. 1 point, where is he? I just missed him. Sorry. Oh, yeah, that was it. I read it right. 1.6 ERA, 2.35 overall, does not give up the long ball. And then, of course, you're against a guy here that hasn't really pitched much, right? My stats only has him around 2 innings, giving up a 4.72 ERA here. That Nationals team has a pretty weak bullpen. They got the job done for me yesterday. I like the Nationals. I do not like them today. I will be taking the Reds here on the.
Do not like them. It was especially like green egg, like a green egg.
I do not like them, Sam. I am.
They're maybe like
I do not like green eggs and ham.
I do not like Joe Adon here. The funny thing about Adon, and remember when Mindy gives you her, she's not going to say it every time. A lot of her numbers are already splits. Yeah. She's dealing the numbers to you in splits. Adon, the 2 innings and 5 innings total. So I mean, but Adon has pitched, and I don't know if you guys. He's 1-12 in his career as a major league pitcher. Here going up against awesome Abbott. What did you take, Mindy?
I said I do not like the Nationals, so I am taking the Reds on the run line.
Run line. Why would I even ask? I mean, I'm going to do it as well. I'm going to do it as well.
Great American Ballpark, Ramon. I'm going with the Great American Ballpark.
Abbott is just. One of the most, profitable per start is Abbott.
Abbott over 17.5 outs for Shannon. Goodness. All right. He's ready. He's thinking he's just definitely going to deal today.
Oh, he's just terrific. He's for real. He's terrific. This is a bullpen game, obviously, but like I said, Adon 1-12 in his career. So Abbott. Not only the 2.35 ERA, but 3 good starts in a row. Just throw out the fact the Reds have been getting crunched here. Now they've got Abbott. And, boy, that total, kind of 10.5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Are you guys laying the big runs
It
here?
looks like I got it about it looks like right now 3 or 4 over and then 3 or 4 under. So we're kind of split here on the total thus far in the chats.
Okay, because I thought they'd want to lay 2.5 runs or something here.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of folks going to the total today. Good morning to Leroy, 407.
Abbott start 8 of Abbott's starts. He's had 11 starts. 8 of them have gone under. Nationals have gone under in 7 of their last 9. I know we're talking about the small park and Mark's reviews. Good to see you, Mark. How you been, Mark? Haven't seen you in a while, but talking about the over as well. To me, it'd have to be just the Reds.
Yeah, it looks like the overs keep ticking in here. The overs.
No doubt, Nationals. Look, we've had our share of Nationals run line.
Right.
I always cringe, but I don't know. Now, I don't feel like today. Especially Shannon saying this right here. Has Abbott even had a clunker? I think he had one.
I think it was versus the Cubs, wasn't it? I want to say.
And it wasn't even like,
it was one of those, like it was a 4-0 game or something. If you consider that to be kind of a clunker. Seems like that's what I've seen. Or that's what I can remember anyway.
Hey, you guys, thanks a lot there, Ron G. First 5. Thank you, guys. We might get to 2 bills here with the group today. Thanks, everyone. And shout out everyone who's watching on delay. But the Red Sox. It's Nick Pivetta. Let me get that going, Mindy. I think we knew it was going to be Pivetta here since at least.
I just didn't have a line on this one is what I was struggling with this morning.
We got the Red Sox, $1.20 here in the total.
$1.20?
Yeah, 9.5 over minus 115. Berrios and Pivetta here. Pivetta, I think he's taken an opener sometimes, and maybe that's why he's only had 9 starts. We know he hasn't been there all. He's had some openers too, I believe. So, $1.20, 9.5 over 15.
All right. So it looks like I had like Schreiber in there early on, is what I saw today. So we're switching that up here to Pivetta. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go here with the Red Sox. It's one of those, basically, I'm kind of fading more of Berrios. He tends to put too many guys on base for me. And especially when you have Pivetta that has scored numerous scoreless innings and they have a decent bullpen. I think it's going to be the way of the Red Sox here today in this one. Berrios puts 3.1 guys on per 9 innings. Also has 1 home run per 9. I'm going to go ahead here and go with the Red Sox.
All right, Mindy will take them here with Nick Pivetta. Sox have lost 5 of their last 6. All I saw yesterday was Blue Jays rounding the bases in a home run trot. Every time I looked up, it seemed like Berrios has been too hot for me to go with you. I think in this one, 1.84 ERA in his last 5 starts. So Berrios hitting a good stride here just at the right time. Feels like to me. So the runs were coming in. I talked about Toronto and all those unders. We got lucky. It's 9.5 today. Feels like it's going to be right there again. I'll take just take the over. Don't feel great about that. I mean,
there's a lot of folks that like the over. Definitely.
Okay.
Dre likes the over. Scott likes the over. Diamond likes the over.
Okay. Yeah. Blue Jays have gone under in 21 of their last 27 games, you guys. I like the over just because it's 9.5. I mean, probably going to be right there, though. It's probably going to be right at about 10 runs, 6-5, 5-4.
You got a couple more coming in with over. Leroy, Jacoby, they're coming in. Lots of over.
And I liked the way, I felt good with the Blue Jays. We lost that one, Mindy. we had a ton of winners yesterday. We went with the Red Sox, and I wasn't happy with seeing the Blue Jays smashing the Red, and neither were the Red Sox fans, for sure, because they came in and kind of smoked them.
Yeah, the Red Sox fans don't like to lose, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. I'll pop some of the plays you were mentioning up there, but what did you think about the consensus of the chat?
It's a lot of over in this one, for sure.
Okay.
A lot of over. A lot of consensus with you there, Ramon. Otherwise, I would say it's more Toronto than Red Sox here in the chat.
Thanks, Louis, for your WNBA. We'll get to it, but if you got to go or something, that's fine, or get it out there. Yeah, thanks a lot, Ron. We're just about to get there. Remember what I said yesterday about Latifah and the BRS?
I don't know what the
BRS was. Oh, okay. BRS.
How do I not remember this? What is it?
Boston Red Sox.
Oh, okay. The BRS.
I didn't know.
Right. I didn't know I didn't know we had a.
Oh my God, Matt! Matt is like my soul brother here. I'd hum a tune here for Matt, but I'm wondering if my Facebook ban wasn't because my singing is so good that maybe the AI picked up on it and gave me a ban hammer for 2 days. Da 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 da.
Yeah, we're definitely getting banned now for sure. Now we're all gonna have to look up Sam Spence.
Oh, and if you don't know who Sam Spence is, it might be just you guys all believe me. If anybody is even close to our age, you will know who Sam Spence is once you look that up. Once you start that,
all right.
It's like you don't know you knew who Sam Spence was, and then you'll know. Oh, that's Sam Spence.
That's funny.
All right, Mindy is on the Red Sox. I'll be on the over. Royals, the hottest team in all of baseball with 7 straight. How exciting were they too yesterday in the game? I had the Phillies as a premium on the run line, so I went 4-1 in premiums. Mindy, you did have the over. The Royals were looking terrific offensively yesterday. Beating up on Nola, and it was a good game, and great job right now with this winning streak. No matter what that line says today.
No matter what that line is, I know I still always look to Kansas City has that third worst bullpen. I know they're on this hot streak, won 6 of 7. But they're not so good usually on the road as well. They kind of have some offensive struggles. I can't be on the Royals today. I'm going to go ahead and take this Phillies team here on the run line today. Oh, goodness.
Well, it just hurts because, and when you lose
I was on the Royals yesterday. I was on the Royals yesterday.
You were? No, you were on, no doubt about it. You were on the Royals.
I got to pick my spot with the Royals and they're, winning 30% of games.
No, and I even had it wrong. I went with the under and you had a premium on the over. So did Tony. By the way, he had the over as a premium as well yesterday in this game. So, kind of want to play the Phillies again. I'll look at the chat first before I give it out, but before I agree. I feel like I want to agree, but I just am loving what the Royals are doing. And the Phillies, it feels like the Phillies are getting a little hot under the collar, a little tight under the collar a little bit.
Right. I see Frankie Diamond likes the Royals run line. Other than that, I see a lot of Phillies here coming up on the chat for sure.
Okay. Scotch says
his dog here, though.
His dog was barking at my singing. I thought the dog was barking because he wants to take the Royals. Latifah's Latifah was just talking. Yeah, okay.
Michael Thompson's here though with his pick.
Must be top of the hour.
It is. See if we're on pace.
All right. I see the look, we won't be wrong to take the Phillies again. They got to win one of these games. Marsh is actually look. They've lost all 5 of his starts. He's actually pitched okay.
Unless he's on the road, 7.62, 4 home runs per game, 6.2 walks per game.
You're right. He's a total home. No, he's been good at home. You're right. I'm just looking at the general numbers. So, yeah, it wasn't even singing. I was doing an instrumental because all of Sam Spence's songs are instrumentals. Okay, I'll go with it, Mindy. I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Trying to buck a 7-game winning streak for these Royals. I didn't even research how long, what that ranked over the last couple of years. Did they say? Did you follow that at all?
No, I don't know.
They're 0-5 in March starts. We know that. Sanchez, 2.65 ERA. Let's take the big flocks here today. Tucker Boy says lay 2 runs. All right. Burley will take Kansas City again. Take him on the run line. I'm worried. The price ain't even great. Sanchez has been a money burner too. They're 3-6 in his starts, but he's usually a
money burner.
Well, he's still a big favorite. Like that, he's been a favorite. All right. Mets and Orioles. Talking about the Orioles, put the kibosh on them there. They smashed them. It was close early, and then the Orioles just pulled away. We had them premium or consensus here. You had the over. It went over. Gibson here against Tyler McGill.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Mets are just in a huge disadvantage spot here in this game, pitching wise, bullpen wise. I mean, kind of the whole thing, right? Today, I almost feel bad for them. Like, I think they're just going to get absolutely crushed. Gibson, 4.53 ERA. McGill on the road, he's sitting at 7.99. 6 walks per 9 innings. That's a bunch. You can't do that with this feisty Orioles team. Going to take the Orioles. I'll take them on the run line.
There's no reason why the Orioles should go out there and smash them again. Everybody, when they want to make fun of the Mets, can they actually clutch up one? It doesn't feel like it. The price is way too high. You're not supposed to do things like this. You got to kind of feel like I'm throwing the numbers out. Am I throwing common sense out the window, or am I throwing the numbers out the window? The price is too high here at $1.75 or $1.80. I'm going to lay it the run line with you. I'm sure of it. I'm sure the chat's going to do it too. And this is what, these are supposed to be the plays that kill the bankroll. Quite honestly. Jared says money line. But I'm on it, and I'm not saying you're wrong, and I'm wrong because I'm going on it with you, Mindy.
Right.
Yeah, 4 ERA for Gibson against the Mets. But who are these Mets at this point? Just doesn't, They are who we know they are. A team that's, that was lifeless yesterday. How many times have we seen this Solo post this? Right, every day at this point.
Right.
It's not just about Buck. It's about the traded player. When you tell the public, especially the New York public, that we're not giving up, but we're still trading them. We're still trading these guys, but hey, we're still fighting. That's dumb. That doesn't make the fans aren't dumb. The Orioles they're awesome.
They are really good. But Mike says he's a little bit worried about the O's in this one. Because he says, Mike S. He says, beware. The Mets hit Gibson really well. I do see that, right? I mean, we know that they get him at home, but I just think there's just too many factors going against this Mets team here today, whether it be the bullpen or, starting pitching, what have you.
Well, if he's putting his emphasis on that statistic, I certainly respect that. But I mean, as a lifelong O's fan, I mean, is there a little bit of trepidation also in just continuing like this role is
Because it's
so
your team,
great,
yeah,
right? Right? Because like you
right.
said, the
Like
line is
looking
too
for a
high.
letdown kind of thing. Yeah.
The line is too high. Hey, get it now. I don't know. Maybe it'll go to $2. I don't know. But it just feels like it. What was the score? 8-2 yesterday, or
Um,
did they get more than that? I stopped watching after the total went over yesterday. So Mindy had I don't 10-4. Thanks, Jared. Yeah, it's 8-2. I'm like, I didn't do next.
Next.
All right, we're on it. Orioles run line. We'll do it. We got to do it. I mean, this is a too big of a. McGill has an 11 ERA in his last 3 starts. Mindy talked about the road woes. Giants and Athletics. They were the 2 teams that didn't play yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Giants here on the road, $1.70 now. A's might be taking some action
Hey,
here.
all right.
Well, hey, Blackbird, hey, actually profitable by a quarter unit a game.
Yeah,
$1.70, 7.5 over 25.
yeah, I'm gonna be on the A's here today. I'll take them on the run line, sitting at about -120. I don't think that's too bad. I kind of feel like it's one of those Giants are sometimes kind of feast or famine, kind of like your Padres team, right? If they win, they kind of win big. But it's one of those that they've been scoring 4 or less quite a bit, and I always feel real comfortable with this A's team being able to score 3 or 4 runs here. So I think this game is actually going to go ahead and be tight. I don't think this is going to be a real comfortable game here for the Giants today. We'll be taking the A's here on the run line. ERAs are almost identical. So, yeah, that's how I'm going in this one.
All right. Well, got the Bay Area. Could be one of the last time. We'll see if the A's will stay next year. I mean, maybe they can have one swan song. Maybe that will be actually a better profitable. I don't know if they're making any money other than the TV, but maybe because you feel bad a team kind of like the Pac-12. Rest in peace, Pac-12 said there in the chat, but when they're playing for nothing, right? But here one more time, Giants and A's. Giants are on a roll, 1-7 of 9, so I'm going to be on the over here in this one with Stripling and Blackburn. Stripling's gotten a little bit under control of late. Still has a 5.5 ERA, but 3.86 in his last 3 starts. Blackburn's been sharp in the last 2 games. Still has an ERA of 4.83. I'll take over 7.5. It's just way over now. It might even go to 8 under, but it's -125 now. I don't know. I think the Giants feel. We'll see if the A's get one here on the Giants. These are ones the Giants better win. See if the chat has to say here. Love to fade Stripling. Yeah, he's not as not as good as he once was. Was he ever good enough? Here's an over for Ray. Billy's with me. Hope Bill and I are close enough that I can say Billy.
Right.
If not, I will go back to Bill. Yeah, Lucci. One more time, right? They'll come out. The last few months will be a big deal, and they'll be on their way. Tony, thanks, Lewis. That's neat that both the video guys that do such an incredible job are both on the play there. We still want you to watch our videos. I'll show that too many times, but it is interesting to note that both guys are on those. All right, Mindy here on the A's run line. I'll take the over. Let's keep going here. Pirates and Brewers with Corbin Burns, just a huge favorite here. Talked about, the Brewers, they just own the Pirates, got on them early, and Pirates beat up Colin Ray yesterday, and Priester did a good job. So Mindy had the over, as we mentioned in this one, and this was one of our 2 losses yesterday with Team Steam. We took Milwaukee here, but now they've got Corbin Burns, huge favorite.
All right, what do we got here with this one, Ramon? I'm trying to find my little sheet here.
Okay.
Lost my place. I find it.
Okay.
All right.
I can talk a little. I can.
No, I got it here. We're good. I'm going to be taking the Milwaukee Brewers again here on the run line today. I'm going to take Corbin Burns, 3.44 ERA. He does have a 22.7% K rate versus this Pirates team historically. And if I take a look at this slugging percentage, he only allows a 350 versus the Pirates team in his career. If I look at Faulkner, on the other hand, he allows a 572 slugging percentage versus this Brewers team, gives up almost a 457 batting average versus the Brewers. I just don't think this is going to be a good outing today for Mr. Faulkner. So taking Corbin Burns and the Brewers on the run line.
All right, for Falter, he makes his debut for the Pirates. So, kind of interesting that the Pirates were, able to acquire. The deal was based on what the Phillies, what the Phillies did, getting Rodolfo Castro. So we'll see. I mean, Falter definitely is a guy who has been not following up to his expectations at this point. He had ERA over 7. This line is too high. The Brewers should crush them. Didn't work out yesterday.
Right.
Pirates did a pretty good job. Now, this is a totally different situation here with Burns, especially that Burns is back to, not only being Burns, but actually being a little bit really good, like the Corbin Burns when Burns is really hot. Is what he's doing right now. So I would maybe expect that continue today against a Pirates team that maybe hasn't. They've slipped. They've still won 6 of their last 10. That's decent for them. I'm gonna go with you here, Mindy, on this. Again, I'm throwing it out. I mean, the price is at least 20 cents too high. But again, I'm going with the fact that the Brewers own the Pirates. They crush them every time. Okay, the Pirates got
every
them.
time yesterday, that's all.
No, they got them. They got them. They jumped up and got them. I was trying to sell it to everybody. And everybody knows that it was one of the biggest talking points of the talking heads out here about how the Brewers had owned this team. They still do. So interesting, Jimmy. Maybe that's why everybody's winning, why we're having such a good time here. Did we crack 200, you guys? I don't know if we did. If we did, I missed it.
I didn't see it, but maybe.
I saw like 197, 198, I thought.
All right. Maybe we did. I don't know. You have to help us out.
Right, I'm looking at the plays, but.
So Kay is taking the stand. She's taking the Pirates on the run line. Other than that, we got a full slate of Brew Crew in there.
It is enough Brew Crew to.
I would say it's probably like 15-1 right now. So.
All right. Okay, and it's run line too, or I saw Dre first 5 run line in there, so. Okay. No, Scotch, I don't know, that's such a magic number at this point, but we'll be way over that one day. Brian says take the run line. We'll take the Brewers here. They better crush them.
All right. Good night, Munchie's ready to go. He's hitting it again, hitting the books.
White Sox and Guardians here. Syndergaard, $1.45. 8.5 over 15.
Good old Syndergaard, huh? Well, I don't know. I kind of think the Guardians might go ahead and run away with this here today. I'm going to go ahead and take the Guardians. I'm going to go ahead and take them here I'll just take him on the money line because I think it's sitting at minus 145. That's kind of where I see this one going. I think they could just kind of take advantage more of the home field, the Chicago struggle. They tend to have, not reliable arms here in the bullpen. So yeah, I just think this one here might be a pretty easy one here for the Guardians. Tempted to take him on the run line today, but I'll just take him on the money line here if it's sitting at minus.
No, we better just take him on the money line. Look, Syndergaard, we were talking about all the different pitchers you could try to acquire, right? And you're trying to channel something kind of with Syndergaard, right? Here's the thing. I mean, if you get into a playoff situation, we know that Cleveland's doing pretty okay and that it's a big race and they're going to need him. I mean, you don't mind sending a guy like Syndergaard, I guess, out there in some big situations, but, he's not definitely, performing that well this season. Now, he did have a good start, first start for the Guardians, just 1 run in 5 1/3 innings. So it's not hard to shut down Chicago at this point. They're not scoring any runs. I think we nailed that one yesterday, Mindy. I had the Guardians as a premium, and I also gave it out as an under here on the show. So
there you go.
Kopech has a ERA 1-5 in his last 6 starts. White Sox are 2-8 in his last 10 starts. I'll take him on the money line. I have questions with Syndergaard moving forward. I think maybe this is at least the right spot. So we talk about all these unders with Cleveland. Syndergaard has gone over in his last 6 starts. Now, granted, that's only one.
I tend to lean a little under or a little over in this one as well.
Only one of those has been with the Guardians, of course, and the White Sox have gone under in 6 of their last 7. Cleveland's gone under in 8 of their last 11. Even Syndergaard may have some success here against the White Sox today. In Cleveland, they're not smashing the ball, that's for sure. Kopech hasn't been looking good, though. Even he might have an okay start, and he still might lose this game.
Right.
See the plays coming in here. Lots of action here. Thomas, Billy Mack. Okay, here's plenty of Cleveland, so I guess we could just say consensus premium, consensus with us. Good night, Munchie. He's still he's an Indian. He's still got the talking Indians.
Yeah, I was reading. What was your play, Ramon?
We're on together, Mindy. I will take the Guardians with you. Munchie's on the White Sox. K's on the White Sox.
I liked him yesterday with Savali. Did not work out as planned.
No, Clevenger.
Or yeah, Clevenger.
Yeah.
My fault. Yes. Turkey jerky.
There's a lot of C's, L's, E's, B's, and E's.
Clevenger. Yes.
That's all right. Yeah, I was on the Guardians yesterday. Price just went too low.
Right
here. The price is okay. The price is fine. I just have so many questions, suspicions. I don't think Syndergaard comes in and becomes Syndergaard from, and maybe he's not supposed to be, right? He's never going to be that guy again. He's not Thor. He's not Thor, right?
Looks like Thor, not Thor.
He's not the Thor Syndergaard. Don't disrespect him, though. Diamondbacks and Twins. Oh, man. Great job by the Twins last night. They're favored here with Maito, $1.55, 8.5 over 15. Over 15.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad because, Goodnight Munchie is going for his 4th day here in a row of, hitting his picks. And I feel like we've picked against him on the last game, and I'll be picking against him again here today. He likes those Diamondbacks. We talked about it. They're 4-15 since the All-Star break, losing I don't know, 6 of their last 8. Just been on a real hard streak right now. They're also, I talk about it, they give up the 28th, batting, best batting average against. They're like 29th in runs given on the defensive side. So they really struggle as of late. And this has been a big shift with what's been happening here as well. I don't know. They might have updated their bullpen a little bit with Seawald. But I always thought that, that scenario there with Seattle was a little weird too, with where both of those teams sat during that trade. But I like the Guardians today. I really like, when Vegas comes out at -60 with the Guardians, I kind of like, or with the Twins. I like that play here. It gives me a little bit of confidence in the play. I like the Twins here a lot.
The price is barely tolerable for me, but I think the Twins are the team that's going to win this game. Again, Diamondbacks, that they put up a good road record, but now that they're in a little bit of a losing spell here, Maeda has a decent 3.25 ERA in his last 5 starts, and the Twins are 5-2 in his last 7 starts. Nelson's done an okay job. But you mentioned it, a week out of the All-Star break, also lost 19 of their last 26. And the price is barely tolerable. I like the Twins. You like them, I like them. These favorites are supposed to be detrimental. But you said when you saw the $1.55 here, you're okay.
I mean, I've noticed, like with my modeling, if Vegas comes out with like a -160, -170, I kind of match with Vegas. Those hit more times than not, even though it's a little bit out of my comfort zone as well, Ramon. We talk about it all the time. I don't like to play those. I mean, I prefer the totals. I try to get to -110 as much as I can, right? So yeah, it's going to be your level of comfortability with these spreads.
Yeah, and again, I mean, I think one interesting thing about it is sometimes I'm even hesitant to put big favorites in, is sometimes as my number one premium plays. You don't want to, my job
Right.
is to kind of, as a handicap, is to
Not
pick the
make your
games
bank.
that are close for you.
Right.
We all can pick, and the same goes for underdogs, but when they're a big dog. But again, there's reason the teams are favored for a reason. We're supposed to be on the dogs at the right time. Thank you, Lewis. Okay. Bionic on the Twins. Let's take the Twins here. Nelson's not a total, loser, if you will, as far as losing his starts. Arizona's 9-16 in Nelson's last 15 starts. There's some Twins here. And I just thought they did a nice job in the bullpen yesterday. Munchie does say Diamondbacks there. Ty, I don't know. I don't know if I know what the best pick, especially in baseball.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like I wrote in there, I said our largest consensus today has been the Brewers. It was like
That's
15.
interesting. Okay, that is interesting. Okay.
So, I mean, if you're looking for, like, again, we always talk about we don't really ever feel like any play is better than the rest. That's why we play the volume, right? We feel like over time we're going to be able to hit, 6 out of 10 more often than we're going to hit 2 out of 3. So that's why we do. I only have to hit 11 out of 20 to get that same record of that 55-60%.
Yeah, and I would say that despite our strong record, we're probably laying more than 110 on average. It feels like to me.
Sure, we do. Don't get me wrong. Yeah.
All right. We're the Chocolatiers. Okay. All right, here's the Rockies.
Count Chocula, as Ramon. Count Chocula.
The Steven Matz has been pitching well. He's been made fun of, but he's gotten it together here of late. Cardinals, they're betting the Cardinals like they're, old Cardinals, though. And they're 230 here today. and the total 9/25.
Well, I kind of feel like Ozzie Smith might be playing today, and Vince Coleman, Ford, they're all out there today. 1985 team.
Willie McGee.
There we go, Willie
Andy
McGee. I
Van.
couldn't think of the other one. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Cardinals again here, lay in the 1.5 runs. I loved it yesterday. I did. I really, really liked it, and they just got crushed. I mean, thankfully Ramon didn't quite agree, so we never made this play. And then plus, just on the money line itself, it shot up to like what, almost 220. And here came the Rockies. But I just kind of feel like Rockies pitcher here, a little bit of a subpar ERA today. Matt's, like you said, he's been pretty stellar. Hasn't allowed a run in like back to back games. I mean, it's pretty crazy. He's been really good at home. So today, again, I'm back on the Cardinals of old, laying the 1.5 runs.
All right. Mindy here says take the Cardinals in this one, and look at that total, 9/25. Well, that thing's right on to me, and I'm stuck here. Let me go to the chat. Oh, I want to go to the chat. This is like the least, of course, this is going to be the least commented game.
Oh, goodness.
Because of how bad it is.
Yeah, I think the chat has switched to football. They were like, we're not going to touch this Cardinals game.
Yeah, I'm not.
Staying away. Rockies.
I'll take the challenge. That's what I'll do.
All right. Mindy versus Ramon. Grudge match. Top rope.
Well, like you said, I was balking yesterday on it, and I'm I'm balking today. Look, come on, the Cardinals are. I'm trying to pump. Matt. He's like I said, everyone's been kind of bashed this guy all season. He's definitely pitching as well as he has all season. He has a 0.53 ERA in his last 4 starts, but you're still dealing with a Cardinals team that's lost 9 of 13, playing the sad sack Rockies. And what happened yesterday, they, totally tanked it. No good. So why can lay a price here? Ty Block, he's kind of an opener. He's actually in 2 starts. He's pitched 8 innings without allowing a run in his 2 starts. So maybe the Rockies here for me. Mindy.
Yeah, Reginald Hill, he likes the Rockies on the run line. I see a lot of Rockies on the run line here.
Yeah. Now, how about that cornhole player with that throws with the no? So maybe I was watching too much of that ESPN Ocho, Mindy. I don't know if you guys saw some more. What did I talk about so far? The auctioneer championships.
Yes, you did say that one.
How about pillow fighting? Did anybody see pillow fighting?
Seriously, pillow fighting? Or is this from the olden days?
No, it's newfangled pillow fight. You got like one thing and it's got like a strap. So you really have your pillow and you can really whack these. Now, I know that there's a me. Is
it like a joust?
Mindy, I don't know. I don't want to tell anybody about this too much, but there's also been a new kind of slap fighting out there. And I know some of you saw it on Twitter yesterday, and it doesn't involve slapping the face. I think you guys might have saw some of that. I don't even know. I might want to get banned again.
Yeah, we're going to definitely get
banned.
Pillow
fighting, they had imagine like a big, and it kind of and you're like bashing the guy. All right, that's what happens when you got.
I used to do that to like my brother and sister back in the day, but I don't know about adults.
Bare knuckle fighting was last night as well, and that's a little bit more. That's kind of almost borderline. It's a real deal. I mean, you're.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
Okay. Jacoby got the. And there's been a lot of talk lately about WWE betting. And, people say, hey, you can't bet. Yeah, you can. They usually give you about a $50 limit. You can usually find some place to take a WWE play. Okay, I'm going to update the Dodgers pitching situation here before we move on, Mindy.
Right.
I think we know I have okay. Wanted to get you on this one, actually, here. But I don't think
you probably will.
The line has come out, 145. So, Okay, I'm just updating it here.
How did Darvish do yesterday? Kidding.
All right, Mindy, did you know that Yarbrough was traded to the Dodgers here and makes the start for LA today?
No.
Interesting trade from Kansas City to the Dodgers, and I'd say it's a pretty good. I think the Dodgers got a good deal here with getting Yarbrough. I'm not talking about the deal itself. I didn't even care. I'm talking about having Yarbrough pitch. Maybe in this game it might be a little tough, but I like Yarbrough and put him on a good team. He's going to be a guy you're going to be seeing out of the bullpen in the postseason in some high leverage situations for sure.
Yeah, it's very interesting, Ramon. But I think Snell has been pretty darn good here. What, 0.56 ERA in his last 6? It's one of those that the Padres tend to hit lefties really well. 785, slugging percentage versus lefties this season. I think it's a good spot for the Padres today. And I mean, who wants a Yarbrough besides Ramon on the mound?
Yeah, no, well, look, his story is interesting because remember he got hit in the face. He got hit in the face, and since his return, he has pitched very, very well. So, interesting move for them to get him here. But,
obviously, they see something in the guy.
Yeah. You said Snell, though. You like Snell in this spot?
I do. I like the Padres.
I think I messed up the line there. Hold on. It's 145, and the total is 8.5. Let me see here. What is the total? 8.5. 8.5. Okay. So it's not even listed yet, and I think it is going to be Yarbrough here for the Dodgers, and kind of like Snell never goes over 5 innings. We know that for sure, but no doubt his numbers have been among the best in baseball for any starter over the last how many games?
The Dodgers. He's only given up 4 runs in 12 innings versus the Dodgers so far.
Yeah, let me just check something here on this. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah. Sorry, everybody. For the Padres and Blake Snell, yeah, $1.45 to me does seem a little bit high here. The Padres right now just don't seem to be able to beat the Dodgers at all. They're really struggling when going up against them. I think they've won, I want to say 9 of the last 38 games. So Dodgers 29-9 is what I want to say it is right now. I'm doing that off the top of my head, not showing a photographic memory. I just can't remember, but it's something like that. So I'm not with you. Hopefully you're right, Mindy. Padres need these wins, but again, that just got away from them yesterday. We had the Dodgers yesterday. Let's be, you went against Darvish. You went against Darvish.
My guy, Darvish. Yeah, I like him, but just not this season. He's been terrible.
I just feel like who was it? Someone in the chat said they have the Padres number. So
I think ever since like the divisional title last year, it was one of those that he's just not been the same guy.
See what the chat says in this one, because I'm not even sure about the total yet, because the total just came out. The lines are just coming out in this game, and I don't even know if the books are even listing Yarbrough yet. I feel very confident that is the case. So, Jimmy talking about that boxing match. I'll have UFC also tonight. But it does feel like that thing's Diaz would have to get in there and is going to have to get in there and brawl. I mean, the move is on Paul, right? Big time. Padres first 5. Yeah, Thomas, that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to get there on the total, and the market's not telling me enough yet. And this is for me. I mean, the total, if it's coming out at 8.5, like I see, kind of grading it right there about the same. Butterscotch. Okay. Snell, I mean, look, the numbers are strong. He's been a real outstanding of late. I'll take the under in this one after we saw the Dodgers start to pound yesterday. But Thomas, I don't feel great on it. Yeah, Scotch, I'm showing that too. But I feel like it will be, and that's the thing. I mean, they acquired Yarbrough, and like I said, even Mindy didn't even know, and she's a Royals fan.
I had no idea.
But I did look into it a little bit, and he does have a controllable year, so it looks like he's been pitching well. If he does well, plus he's a winning starter, plus 40, plus 0.44 units every start. Yeah, I think you're right, Scotch. I feel like this is going to go down. It's weird because those, we've seen those Dodger totals kind of go up, and what did it go off at yesterday? 8.5. Everybody's calling him Marlboro.
Yeah.
One more in the major leagues. Oops. Mindy's on the Padres. I'm on the under. Go Padres. Great crowd, but it got away from them quick. And then all of a sudden, you know what it looked like? It looked like a lot of Dodger fans at the game yesterday. Promise you that. Mariners and Angels to wrap us up in the major leagues. Mindy with Kirby here. $1.40, 9 under 20.
Yeah, Kirby's the guy I always like to bet on here for the Mariners. Again, he's the one that usually gets all the run support. So I'm going to go on Kirby here today. I like the Mariners in this spot. They've been having a pretty easy time here with the Angels. And again, it's hard to trust that Angels bullpen. They blow game after game. I'm going to go on Kirby here today.
Look, they should. I guess this is what I was saying. I said I'll talk about the Angels when we get there, right? I mean, we already know that the game a couple nights ago looked bad, like the whole season slipped away. It looked like it was even getting worse last night. This hurt, rooting for these Angels, Mindy. It's getting away from them. It's
Yeah, it is.
And the Mariners are putting the smoking on them, and this line's too high. There's no reason for this line to be $1.40. I don't think they should beat them today. I'll take the under in this one. I'll go under. I lost yesterday trying the under, and look, I think the Mariners should win. I think this line's pretty high, but the Angels are they're just not doing anything. They're done. That sucks. Lost 6 of their last 8 games. Seattle's won 12 of their last 15. I'm going to give the Angels a chance to hang in there one time. Here, Anderson, a 3.08 ERA in his last 5 starts. He's been a little bit better. Kirby has been fine. 3.38 in his last 3 starts. Very on track with his season numbers. Mindy's on the Mariners. I'll take the under in this one. Chat, not too hot on this one, huh?
No, they're ready for WNBA. You know that.
All right. Well, we got Brian's just going to give everything right there. All right, thanks everybody. Why it seemed like we got almost to that 200, and then I started, look, almost 2, and then do people get turned off because I start saying, 200, we're gonna get there, and then they're like, this guy's talking about the number. Let's leave.
Maybe.
Thanks everybody for great contributions on the baseball. We got a lot of plays. I don't know what it was. Felt like about 6, 7, or 8.